Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Real Time, where we talk about the movies we like.
And the ones we do not.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Molly.
And here we're going to talk about the newest Indiana Jones movie, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Alright, go get Alex.
Okay.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Dude, it was your job to watch
He
him.
was just here a second ago. I could have swear.
Okay, looks like we're doing this alone. He got away.
Darn it.
Anyway, so this is the fifth and final Indiana Jones movie. It stars, of course, Harrison Ford as Indy, Phoebe Waller-Bridge as Helena, Indy's goddaughter, Antonio Banderas as Ronaldo, a diver friend of Indy who helps them in the movie. Karen Allen comes back as Marion Ravenwood, Indy's wife that he married in the last movie. John Rhys Davies comes back as Sala, his Egyptian digger friend. Thomas Kretschmann appears as, what else? A Nazi officer. A good amount of his of this man's roles have been either Nazis or Wehrmacht officers, such as the pianist, or his role in the MCU as a Hydra officer. Toby Jones plays Basil Shaw, Indy's best friend, who we've never seen before. Boyd Holbrook appears as Klobber. He's a minion of the bad guy. Mads Mikkelsen plays the main bad guy in this movie, Dr. Voller. And funny thing about another one of these actors is Anthony Ingruber plays the body double for Indy during the flashbacks in 1944. Now, the funny thing about this guy is he went viral some time ago for his Harrison Ford impression.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
So he gets to really impersonate Harrison Ford now.
Yeah.
So, in this movie, Dr. Voller is trying to get this.
Archimedes' dial.
Yeah, he's trying to get Archimedes' dial so that he can go back in time and lead Germany to victory in the Second World War. Now, what he's planning to do is he's planning to kill Hitler and take his place because, he knows how everything is going to go down. So, might as well cheat the way to victory.
Yeah.
And Indy, of course, is going to stop him because. Well, yeah, that's kind of straightforward.
That's what Indiana Jones does, yeah.
Okay, now this is the first Indiana Jones movie not directed by Steven Spielberg. This is instead directed by James Mangold, who some of you may know as the director of The Wolverine, Logan, Walk the Line, Ford v Ferrari, and the upcoming Swamp Thing movie that he's going to be doing in the new DC movie universe. So that'll be fun. And I feel like this was a pretty good follow-up to the last movie.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that I may prefer this one to Crystal Skull. Honestly, that's really, really hot take. I'm doing here, but I prefer this one, and I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, it was fun. I don't know if I like it more than the fourth one or not. To me, right now, they're on, the same pedestal. Maybe I need to rewatch the fourth one. I don't know.
For me, the order goes Last Crusade, Raiders, Temple of Doom, this one, and then Crystal Skull. But I like all 5 of these movies.
Yeah.
They all have something for me to enjoy.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. It's hard to beat the original trilogy.
Yeah, that one is not getting. Those aren't getting beat by either of these last 2 movies.
No way.
And in a way, it's kind of disappointing that this is the only Indiana Jones property we've gotten since Disney bought LucasArts. Because look what they did with Star Wars. They've made 2, 3, 4, 5 movies and a couple of TV shows. And they finished up Clone Wars. What have they done with Indiana Jones? Just this.
Yeah, not a lot.
It's really disappointing, but maybe for the best, honestly. But, you know, it would be fun. Short Round spin-off series.
I would watch that.
I'd watch that on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I would.
Maybe let's see what he's up to. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Now,
I like that idea.
to address the elephant in the room. So, spoiler alerts. Just getting that out of the way now. Mutt's not in this movie. Shia LaBeouf's character isn't in here because he died.
He's dead.
He died in Vietnam. Now, out of universe, the reason why Shia LaBeouf doesn't appear in this is because, well, his working relationship with LucasArts really deteriorated after Crystal Skull. He kind of criticized Spielberg heavily on everything. He didn't really take too kindly to that. Also, even if that didn't happen, LaBeouf has been facing a lot of personal and legal issues recently. He's had some allegations levied against him. So,
Yeah.
probably best for Disney to not really work with him. But how do you feel about Mutt not being in this movie?
To me,
It don't matter.
it doesn't really matter because, like we said, I mean, the Crystal Skull wasn't the strongest Indiana Jones movie, so if a character from that movie isn't in this new one, it doesn't really bother me. They did fine. I mean, they didn't really have any other option besides to kill him off because, I mean, how else would you explain him not showing up in the movie?
Just don't mention it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't not mention his absence, I guess.
Or
so.
just be like, oh, he's
off in the war now.
or he's
I guess.
off doing his own thing.
Yeah.
He's he's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you really had to mention something. And also, Indy and Marion are, well, they're in the process of getting a divorce at the beginning of the movie. Because Indy is a man of his time. He was born in the late 1800s, so he doesn't really know how to talk about his feelings, and he can't really, help Marion through her grief. So they kind of just split up. But it's okay though, because at the end of the movie, she comes back.
Yeah. Look at you. Stop! I'm being attacked off screen.
Don't worry. What are you doing? There was a bug.
Yeah. Sorry. I freaked out. Anyways.
Okay, yeah. So, as for Mutt just being straight up killed off, well, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna act like that I'm gonna act like he's the worst thing ever to have appeared in an Indiana Jones movie. That's clearly Willie Scott.
I disagree.
Okay. But, I'm not gonna say that I don't understand, because the backlash to his character in the years following kind of maybe made them like, okay, no one likes this guy, let's just kill him off.
Yeah.
So, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I really wish that Marion was in the movie more, though, because it was nice to see her back. So it's like, oh,
I do too.
you're back.
For like the last 3 minutes of the movie.
I wish you were here more.
Yeah.
They even do the thing that they did on the ship in the first movie, where like, where doesn't it hurt?
Yeah.
That was nice.
Very romantic.
And this movie probably is the best ending we're gonna get for Indiana Jones. Which it's a good ending, and if they just ended here, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think I'd be too.
There's probably better endings to be made. I know I said this is probably the best possible one, but this is probably the best one we're gonna get right now. But yeah, this is fine. Let's just end the movies here. I would love to see more of them, but I also think that it'd be really hard to find a replacement for Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you do the solo route and get Alden Ehrenreich, but yeah, it seems a bit lazy.
Yeah, I mean, Indiana Jones is also one of those characters that you can't really replace him. I think so anyway. I think it would be very hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of years back, there was rumors of Chris Pratt getting the job.
No,
which
please no.
I wouldn't mind that.
I have nothing against Chris Pratt besides that he's overused, if that's the right word to say.
Overexposed?
Yeah. It's like, I want to see someone else, please.
I mean, you could see the thought process behind using him, though.
Yeah.
There's also Bradley Cooper, of course, but he's a bit old at this point.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
So, what was your favorite part of the movie?
There were a lot of good parts, but I think my favorite was towards the end, like the climax of the movie when they actually go back in time.
They did go back in time.
But they went back way too far.
They went back to the siege of Syracuse in Archimedes' time.
Yeah, that was really that was fun. A fun scene with them, crashing and trying to get back. It was nice. It was very exciting.
Yeah, and they had me going there for a second because Indy was wanting to stay back in that time.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, no.
Don't do it, Indy.
Don't you dare kill Indy off. You already killed Han Solo. Don't do the same with Indiana Jones. They didn't, though, so that was nice.
Yeah.
What
was your favorite part?
I really don't know. The opening sequence with back in 1944 with Indy on the train and all that. That was really fun.
Yeah, that was fun too.
Now, let's talk about the CGI they used to de-age Harrison Ford.
Okay.
Because it's a bit iffy, a bit spotty.
To me, which I don't know much, I didn't think it was that bad.
See, at times it looked a bit too photorealistic, which is a weird thing to say, but hear me out here. It seems like at times it looks a bit too artistic, like too
smooth.
Yeah, too smooth. Like for the most part, it's good. I didn't mind it, but I feel like it had times where it was a bit spotty, Also, the voice coming out is clearly now Harrison Ford, which
clearly older.
Yeah, which at the start it was really noticeable, but as it goes on, you kind of get used to it, and it's like, okay, this is fine.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it like with like they did in The Irishman and have Harrison Ford there, so that the movements are still still that of an 80-year-old Harrison Ford. They used a body double. They just posted a younger Harrison Ford head on his head, so it's definitely a lot better. You could tell that it's an actual young man doing these things.
Yeah.
It's not
an old man.
It's not old Robert De Niro trying to curb stomp a perv in the streets, but he still looks like an old man, moves like an old man. But yeah, that whole sequence there, that was a lot of fun. It reminded me of the old school movies, which after Spielberg did Schindler's List, he felt like he wasn't able to portray Nazis in a sort of comedic manner like he did in Raiders and Last Crusade, which is part of the reason why they didn't use them in Crystal Skull. But with James Mangold behind the camera this time, I feel like, well, he's obviously never done a Holocaust movie.
Yeah.
Plus, it's been almost 30 years, well, 30 years this year since Schindler's List, so maybe Spielberg's opinion on it
is changing.
Yeah. Because, I mean, surprise, surprise, Spielberg can change his mind on things.
Yeah.
Back when he did a re-release of E.T. back in 2002 for its 20th anniversary, he used CGI to remove the guns from the cops and replace them with radios. But he's since gone back on that, so now they're guns again. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good movie. About as good as an ending we're gonna get for Indy. Any final thoughts?
I don't think so. It's a fun time. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, we saw this at our local drive-in, the Rock and Roll Drive-in in Chaffee, Missouri.
Yep. Check it out if you are in the area.
Or not. Come all the way down from Idaho or something to come down to this drive-in. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
See you next time.